Splitgate is a first-person shooter game, and in the last month, this FPS game has skyrocketed from only having 400 players to now over 300,000 concurrent players on all platforms. This game is literally Halo mixed with Portals and by far one of the funnest games I have ever played in a long time. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the best settings for keyboard and mouse players, controller players, and more settings to get you better FPS and better gameplay. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, here we go. So what we're going to be starting off with is the settings for your whole video settings, stuff like that. So to get like the best FPS possible, what you're going to do is make sure your display mode is full screen. Resolution is 1920 by 1080. Resolution scale, you can have this at 100. I have this 85, so I have like the top most best consistent FPS for my computer. If your FPS is like dropping a lot, then just have this scroll down a little bit more, like scale it down a little bit more. FOV, make sure you have that on 103. Frame rate, make sure you have this on 240. VSync, just have that turned off. Quality, this is just preference. I've seen a lot of videos, I've even tried out myself. So basically with all of these, you don't really get like more FPS or less FPS by putting these on low, all low, or like epic. But for me, I use epic for my view distance, post process low, shadows, put that as low, textures, have that as like epic if you want. I'll do mine on like high, effects low, anti-aliasing on low. Portal quality and portal frame rate, I put these both on epic so you can see through the portals and have a better view when you're trying to make those portal plays. Accessibility, with the colorblind mode, I feel the Pro Tenopia, I think it's called. I have this on 10. It gives me honestly makes like your opponents really bright red, so it's easier to see them. You can literally test out like the Deuteranopia or the Tritanopia, but mine I just put on Pro. All right, so then gameplay, I'm on keyboard and mouse, so I put that. If you play on like controller on like PC and it's not like if you're like plugging in and it's not working, make sure to go to your settings and see if your input device is on controller, because if not, your controller is not going to work. Enable blood, you can have this turned on and off. I have it off. Play kill cam, I have this turned on because on highlights only, whenever I want to see a kill, like someone like one shots me or something like that, it doesn't show because it doesn't count as a highlight play. So I just put everything on. You can have this turned off as well. Now this is going to be for my keyboard and mouse players. So for your horizontal sensitivity and like vertical, I would have, if I had to give like an estimate, I would probably do from you want to have a high sensitivity, not too high of a sensitivity when it comes to keyboard and mouse, because you want to have great movement and stuff like that. So what I've been testing out is from 1.8 to like probably around like 2.8 is like probably like the best kind of like settings for like your sensitivity, in my opinion. Everyone has a different opinion, so if you just want to try it out, you can. Zoom sensitivity, you can do I have this on 0.85. You can do all the way from like 0.7 to all the way to like 1, in my opinion. So yeah, try that out. Invert look, I have that turned off. Mouse smoothing, I have that turned off as well. Toggle couch, I have that as off as well, or toggle crouch. Toggle sprint, have that on. Toggle zoom, I have that off. Keybinds, I have this based off other FPS games that I've played in the past, like PUBG. I've used these for Warzone as well, Halo. But WSAD, pretty much go-tos. You got sprint, left shift, jump, or thruster pack, spacebar, crouch. I have that on left alt or left control. Reload R, melee or melee, Q, grenade F. Zoom, right mouse button, action E, inspect I, play emote B. So for my left portal and my right portal, I use my mouse to like the buttons on the side of my mouse to shoot them. So I got them on thumb mouse button 2 and thumb mouse button. I use 1 and 4 to close them. So I've been seeing a lot. I use a scroll wheel to like switch my guns really fast if I'm like have no like ammo. But I've seen like pros use scroll wheel for like left portal close and right portal close, or you can do that for shoot left and right. But yeah, I think that might be the best option because it is easier. I might switch that to myself. I've been testing it out, and honestly, it's pretty like decent. It's pretty good to use like that. But yeah, my next weapon, mouse wheel down, mouse wheel up. But yeah, controller. This is for my controller people, which honestly, I've tried out controller as well, and this is what I just found to be the best settings for me. Starting off with like horizontal and like vertical sensitivity, you really want to have a high sensitivity because by playing with controller, your movement's gonna, keyboard and mouse is gonna have a little bit of better movement because like they can like stop and like sprint like really fluently. But if you want to be on controller, make sure your sensitivity is above 10 in my opinion. Acceleration sensitivity, I have this on 4. Zoom sensitivity, I have that on 0.5. Inner dead zone, these right here I've been testing out. So I have the acceleration sensitivity on 4, just so I don't have any delay on that acceleration. I have my outer dead zone on 0, and then my inner dead zone's on 0.02. Pretty much on this one, you can do from like 0.02 to like 0.08 or 0.05 in my opinion. Outer dead zone, you can have this from like 0.0 to 0.05. But this is just my settings. Controls, I have my own like custom one. I have my shoot left portal on LB and then an RB. I use a PS5 controller, but I don't know, my Steam's kind of messed up to where it shows an Xbox. But yeah, zoom is on LT. You got fire on the right trigger. Movement, I have my spray on toggle. Next weapon is Y. Reload, I have on my B, and then action on my B. Jump is on A. Melee is on X. Aiming's on the right analog stick. Crouch is on the right analog stick as well, but it's a toggle. And my close left portal and right portal is on my left D-pad and right D-pad. I play right claw when I use controller, so that's why I have like my reload and my melee like kind of like flip-flop. But yeah, it's just my controls for controller. And audio, make sure you have, pretty much have my gameplay volume on 100. Announcer, I have that on low because he's always talking. Ambient, I have this on low. I used to have on all the way on 0. It just helps like to hear like footsteps and stuff, but at the same time you still want to hear it a little bit, so I just have it on 10. This is just for voice chat. It's up to you if you want to use that. UI, you can show FPS. That's why I do. Show damage numbers. Show low ammo warning. I turn my show sprint crosshair off because I still want to at least see where my crosshair is when I'm running. My crosshair color, I have it on white, and then it turns to red when I see an enemy. Assault rifle, and pretty much below, I have like crosshair small. Many of the pros use this crosshair, so that's what I've been doing. I've changed it recently. I changed it today, and my gameplay has been better, way better. Railgun, I have that on crosshair small too. Rocket launcher, crosshair small. Shotgun, circle dot 2. And yeah, the rest is just crosshair small. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then the privacy, if you are a streamer and you don't want to like have stream snipers, you can put anonymous mode on. Or if you're stream sniping someone, have anonymous mode on. You can hide players' names, so like if you do have stream snipers, this is just mainly for like streamers. And then you can do party chat only. But yeah, as you can see right here, we're in training. I have 240 FPS, and it's pretty consistent on there. But you can see with my sensitivity and stuff as I'm going, you have better control like this, and all I have to do is do kind of like one swipe with my mouse to turn around and turn back. I'm kind of a arm aimer. If you're if you're like experienced with keyboard and mouse, you have kind of like a wrist aimer and then an arm aimer for keyboard and mouse. And so I'm like an arm aimer, so I just use my arm to aim and stuff. If you're a wrist aimer, probably this might be a good sensitivity for you too. 2.2. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it, guys. Hope y'all guys have a blessed day or night. Let me know if I should do more videos like this, more gameplay. Maybe I might do like a whole like walkthrough video on Splitgate. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hope y'all guys enjoy. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Splitgate content. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. It's your boy Boxule, and I'm out. Peace.